So now the recording has been started. Okay. So guys, would you like to meet my friend? Hi. My name is Tom, and today I'm going to talk about dinosaurs. Are you ready? Okay. So welcome to this virtual tour of Dinosaur Park here in India. My name is Ranjit, and today I'm going to take you on a live tour of Dinosaur Park here in India. So this is the area where the dinosaurs are being kept on outer site. This area is known as Sholapur Science Center. So dinosaurs, their models are kept on the site of this science center. Students, teachers, visitors, they all come here and watch these models of dinosaurs and try to find out more information about these mysterious animals. So today we're going to talk about 7 dinosaurs. I hope I'm audible, right? Dimetrodon. So this dinosaur was named as Dimetrodon, who lived on Earth here about 286 million years ago. Long years ago. He looks like a crocodile, but he belongs to that dinosaur family. Have a look at his size. He was 11.5 feet longer and 4 feet taller. Have a look at his back. He had a bony plate on his back. So this bony plate, he could actually flap on both sides of his body. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this dinosaur, as I told you, could flap this bony plate on both sides of his body, and look at his skin. He is very rough and has the multiple layers on his skin. That's why it's very difficult for others to bite him. And look at his teeth. Oh my God, the teeth were very long and sharp. Just because of his diet, he was carnivore dinosaur, the meat eater dinosaur, so that he had very sharp and long teeth. Okay, so this was Dimetrodon. Now let's move towards the next one. Next one is Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus was bigger than the Dimetrodon, the first one I showed you. Stegosaurus was, very shy dinosaur, the cool dinosaur. He was named as the dumbest dinosaurs ever found on the earth. Dumbest in sense is reaction time. The brain, the size of a brain was as small as a walnut. Brain was of size of walnut, very small brain, and that's why his reaction time to any situation was very late, and so that the scientists called him as the dumbest dinosaurs. His rear legs were straighter and longer than the front one. If you could see the bony plates on his back, there were 17 bony plates on his back, right? So these bony plates could actually balance his body, and then followed by very long tail having 4 sharp horns. So if someone tried to attack on him, he could actually survive himself, protect himself using those horns. And he was the herbivore dinosaur, the plant eater dinosaur. Okay? The next one. Can you see them?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is a pair of the dinosaurs, a baby with his mom, and this pair is known as Scelidosaurus. Scelidosaurus very, having very long tail and the neck as well. One fourth part of the body just covered by the, neck and tail. The spikes were actually surrounded all over their body. How do we identify the Scelidosaurus? Very easy. You will find out two identical marks near their eyes. And that's how the scientists could identify this dinosaur. And look at his mouth, teethless. Just because of his diet, he was planted a dinosaur, the herbivore dinosaur. So you could find hardly any teeth in his mouth. This was the Scelidosaurus. Okay, let's move toward the next one. Next one on your screen is Pystagosaurus. The Pystagosaurus was the last one who lived on Earth near about 76 million years ago. He was as tall as human beings, 6 feet taller, 4 feet longer, who could walk or run on his two legs. His arms were shorter than the legs, and he had a parrot-like back. You could see on the screen, and there were some very sharp spike on his head, so he could actually survive or protect himself while having the battle with the other animals or the other dinosaurs. So this was a herbivore dinosaur, the plant eater who could eat the plant, trees, and grass like this. The next one is you might have seen him before. Any guesses? What's his name, guys? Right. You guessed it right. Triceratops. The word triceratops means the ceratops mean a body or the face covered by the horns, and that's how the word triceratops. He has three horns, and his body was one third part of it. One fourth part of his body was covered by the face. So that's how scientists named him as a triceratops. The weight of the triceratops was as much as two elephants. He was, highly weighted dinosaur, huge. And look at his mouth. Even though he looks like very, hippopotamus, but he was herbivore dinosaur, the plant-eater dinosaur. Look at his mouth. You could find hardly any teeth. The mouth was teethless. As I told you, he was herbivore, and that's why he has the teethless mouth. Okay, the next one. The king of the dinosaurs. What's his name, guys? Any guesses? Right, you're brilliant, guys. The T-Rex. T-Rex means Tyrannosaurus. T stands for Tyrannosaurus. It's a family of the dinosaur, the family of the most curious dinosaurs in the world. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the size of the T-Rex? More than four-story building. They were taller than the most four-story building, and longer than two-story buildings. Look at his hands. He has very sharp nails, and look at his powerful and big jaws. The size of his teeth was more than 80 centimeters. Oh my God, it's very horrible. He was meat-eater dinosaur, the carnivore dinosaurs, and he could eat the meat of the other animals, and he could actually kill the other dinosaurs as well. He was called as king of the dinosaurs just because of his enormous power and the size. He was the biggest dinosaurs ever found on the earth, the T-Rex family. Okay, now let's move to the next one. The last one in our park is one of my favorite ones, Gallimimus. Gallimimus is very cool dinosaur, cool as a cucumber, and who could run on his two legs. And look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. His eyes were positioned on opposite side of his brain. He could rotate his eyes in a 270 degrees. Considering the body feature, look at his tail. Tail was actually bended on the ground. As I told you, he was the fast-moving dinosaur, the fastest dinosaur. who could run at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It was, a very, speedy dinosaur, you may call it. The diet of the dinosaur was, very unique. He was omnivore dinosaurs. Who could eat the meat as well, and the plant, trees, and the fruits as well. Very rare dinosaurs. Very few dinosaurs who were omnivore. The Gallimimus was among them. As I told you, here the fast-moving dinosaurs. And the thing to remember about him is his unique diet. Okay?
Yes.
So before we proceed further, I will quickly recall all the dinosaurs once again. The first one I shown you was Dimetrodon, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will stop my sharing. Here we go. The first one was Dimetrodon, right? The size was 11.5 feet longer and 4 feet taller. He was carnivore dinosaur. Okay. The next one was the Stegosaurus, the dumbest one, whose brain was as small as a walnut, and he was herbivore dinosaur, the plant-eater dinosaur. Next one is Callidosaurus. Callidosaurus, you could identify them having the two identical marks near their eyes. Callidosaurus. Okay, the next one was the Stegosaurus, the last one who lived on Earth near about 76 million years ago. Okay. The next one was Triceratops. You identified him as the weight was as much as 2 elephants. Triceratops. And it was then followed by the T-Rex, one of the most fierce predator on the earth, or the king of the dinosaur, T-Rex. And the last one, the Gallimimus, the fastest one, who could run at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. So that was little presentation for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, it's up to you.
Anyone have any questions?
Questions.
All right.
Riley?
Teachers?
Riley? Which is down? What? Dimetrodon wasn't actually a dinosaur. It was a mammal-like reptile. It actually wasn't a dinosaur.
Can you hear him?
No, teacher, you could actually help me to understand what he was talking about.
Yeah. So he was saying that the Metrodon is not actually a dinosaur. He's saying it was a mammal-like reptile.
You're talking about mammoth. Sorry, can you repeat?
Dimetrodon.
He said the Metrodon?
So your question is whether Metrodon was a mammal, a reptile,
Yes.
or the dinosaur?
Right.
Okay. So
Correct.
he belonged to the dinosaur family. He was not the reptile or the mammals.
Next. Teacher? Robbie? Come on.
Like, does anyone know the truth if they died or not? But I mean, not that. What colors they were? Does anyone know the truth?
He wants to know if anybody knows what colors they really were.
Oh, right. That's a good question. That's a good question. So basically, scientists or the researchers could identify what exactly the color of the dinosaurs, whether they were black, green, gray, or anything like this. So till now, scientists could reach to their statement that mostly dinosaurs were black or like the gray colors.
Okay.
Anna, where did you get the figures of the dinosaurs?
in the presentation. She would like to know where you got the statues of the dinosaurs.
You mean this one?
The presentation that you had,
Yeah.
the sculpture.
Yeah. So the area located in a state of Maharashtra in India, and you could find us on the website as well. You just type Sholapur Science Center, India. So we are nearby 500 kilometers from Mumbai. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra state. So we are basically located there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
Robert, do you have a question, Lee? Hello, what's your question? Where it says state, you want to-
They'd like to know what your favorite dinosaur is.
Yeah. So this one is my favorite one, Gallimimus. I just love him just because of his two abilities. He could run very fast. Mostly we know that dinosaurs were huge in size, big in size, and they could just walk. But the Gallimimus was the fast-moving dinosaur. Two-wheeler bikes could run at a speed of 60 kilometers. The dinosaur Gallimimus could actually run at a speed of 60 kilometers. At that time, near about 200 million years ago, it was, very speedy dinosaur. I love him just because of his speed.
Next.
What was the first dinosaur that was born?
She wants to know what dinosaur was the first to be born.
No, we can't say who was the first one who born on Earth, because the reason is that still we are getting the fossils of different dinosaurs. So we can't say that this was the first one. But till now, I can surely tell you who was the last one. The dinosaur Pistagosaurus, whose fossils were found near scientists could evacuate it, and the age was confirmed as 76 million years ago. The Pistagosaurus was the last one who's supposed to be lived on Earth. But who was the first one? It's very difficult to answer.
Brian, what's your question?
Was a Gigantosaurus more vicious than a T-Rex?
The next question, was a Gigantosaurus more vicious than a T-Rex?
No, Gigantosaurus were more, but I told you T-Rex is a family of the most fierce predator, and they were the kings, or they were the ruler of all the dinosaurs. So they were most fierce predator.
Next. We have
Emma?
Why was the T-Rex the king?
a follow-up. Why was the T-Rex the king?
Yeah, that's good. The king who ruled, who could kill the other animals and as well as other dinosaurs as well. Whenever they were fighting, or the two dinosaurs were fighting, the king always wins, just because of his enormous size, his power, his ability, and his body features, like his nails were very sharp and powerful jaws and sharp teeth. Just because of these features, he could actually beat or kill the other dinosaurs as well, and that's why he's been called as the king of the dinosaurs.
Gigantosaurus a family of the T-Rex?
He said they are. Yeah, he said that. He just answered his child. Hey,
Is the Spinosaurus, is that the king or the T-Rex that
T-Rex.
Yeah.
That's
What's your question? How did he get his job? We have a question here. How did you get your job?
Sorry, can you repeat?
How did you get your job? How did you get to do this?
Basically, I'm a teacher, and I teach to kids like as I think same age students, 6 to 10 years old. My students are 6 to 10 years old, and I teach them in early classes, early in the morning, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And in the evening, I just interact with the students like you. So I get this job in I work in a government school or the public school, you may call it.
Thank you. So he's a teacher. It's like the best job ever.
Hey, do you have a question?
Okay, now we have, what is the smallest dinosaur that we know of?
You're right. That's a good question. So the smallest still one, the scientists could actually identify the smallest one, and he was found. His fossils were found in a country, Asian country, China, and he was known as Microsotum. And the size was, do you know the crow, the bird crow? He was as small as a crow. The Microceratop was named as the smallest dinosaur ever found on the earth.
Good.
Janelle? The largest.
And what was the largest?
Largest family, as I told you, the T-Rex family of the dinosaurs, supposed to be the biggest and the largest.
What is Triceratops face a human and try to charge at it?
But they didn't word around. Well, they couldn't happen. So it's up to your imagination. How about Ariana?
Good question.
What did Brachiosaurus, did they only eat plants?
Did Brachiosaurus only eat plants?
Yeah, he was the plant-eater dinosaur, the herbivore dinosaurs. And most of the, as I told you before as well, the herbivores eating the plant, trees, fruits like this. So they don't eat the, you may call it as a meat of the other animals. It's very difficult for them just because of their internal body structure and the teeth. You need to be very sharp teeth to eat the meat of the other animals.
Carter, what's your question,
How fast is a Spinosaurus?
Sorry, I can't, I don't know how fast the Spinosaurus was. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
They all have families. Well, they all have moms and dads. That be part of their family? Well, he already told us about his favorite dinosaur. So I can check we've already answered that one. Yeah. Lindsay?
How small can the dinosaur be?
Well, he already told us what the smallest.
I have questions. I have two questions for your students, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Absolutely, please.
Okay. So, guys, my first question is, what would you do if you were a dinosaur? Just imagine you are a dinosaur right now. So, what would you do?
What do you think? What would you do?
Stomp on the school. Run away.
Stomp on the school.
Oh, you don't want to come to school.
How many people? So I heard a couple answers there. Stomp on the school. I heard run away. Right? So get something to eat. So we have stomp on the school, run away, get something to eat,
Okay,
and,
that's a
and
good
about
one.
100 other answers.
Okay, the last one I just wanted to ask you. Okay, so this one is a tricky one. What would happen if the dinosaurs were alive today? Just imagine dinosaurs are alive, still alive, or they're wandering around your school. What would they do if they were alive today?
They will eat us.
Let's hear some.
We're getting many answers.
Yeah. I hope it's very difficult to manage this huge number.
What would you do if the dinosaur, what do you think they would do if the dinosaurs were alive today? What would happen? Think they would eat the school?
They would eat the school. They would eat us.
Oh my God. Any something different and so unique and so extraordinary. Think something different.
What do you think? Show what the dino dances?
I don't know.
The dinosaurs will show us how they move.
The dinosaurs will show us how they move.
Okay, that's good. That might be the possibility.
All right.
So that's the end of my session, end of my time as well. Thank you
Okay.
so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you so much.